What's up, everybody? It's No Toot Disc Golf. I'm back with another video, first challenge video on my YouTube channel. We're calling it the PMD series. P putter, M mid, D driver. Now I got 3 wheels. I'm gonna spin them. Here's the putter wheel. I'm gonna put it right there. All right, gonna let that spin, let it spin, okay. Then I'm gonna put the mid-range wheel right here. I'm gonna let it spin. There it is, right there. And then right here, driver wheel, boom, right in my face. All right, we're gonna let it spin a little bit, spin a little bit. The way that this challenge is gonna work is, as you can see, I already did the wheel spins, so we got our 3 discs, right? I'm gonna be playing Kensington Black Locust Green Longs, which is my home course, and it's chilly out, windy, chilly. I'm excited for this weather. Luckily, there's no snow on the ground considering it's Michigan, but so I have to throw every single disc at least once unless I get into C1, then I can just putt. Now, I am just gonna putt with the alpaca just to learn how it is because I've never actually like really putted with the alpaca. That'll be it. Next time you see me, I will be on the first tee. So, the way that I'm gonna format it is, I do have power-ups. So, if I get 3 birdies in a row, I get to choose a disc out of my bag that I get to add to the lineup that will replace a spot, whether it be a putter, whether it be a mid, whether it be a driver. But if I get 2 bogeys in a row, or I get a double bogey on any hole, I have to throw the punishment disc. Now, this disc was bestowed upon me by the disc golf gods on the other course, and it is the flippiest disc I've ever thrown. Now, with the wind being as crazy as it is, we do not want to pull this thing out. Here's a shot. I'm gonna try and give this as much hyzer as possible, and we're gonna see how it flips. Yeah. We're in for a punishment. Let's not get a double bogey or 2 bogeys. We got hole 1, 619, par 4. I'm gonna be throwing this Essence. Just gonna try and get something out there. The goal today is to stay in the middle as much as physically possible. So, here we go. It's really windy today, so we're gonna see how this goes. Oh, it's gotta get flippy. Flip. Well, we do get 2 off the top, which means I will be getting to throw a buzz SS. Still stabling out, didn't really give it the commitment angle, but we're gonna have to play from there. I ended up taking my Buzz SS shot because it was the only shot that I had. We're gonna flip place today. And now I have an interesting forehand with this Essence. We're gonna see. I'm just gonna try and throw it nice and flat. Just try and get it out in the fairway. That is in the fairway. Basket should be right around there. And now we get to try the alpaca. Just gonna try and throw it nice and easy and get it up there, get ourselves a putt for a 4. It's gotta just sit. Oh, it died, good. It was a good off the table. First putt of the day. And one of the first putts with the alpaca. So let's see how this thing goes. This thing actually flies nice when you're throwing it, so it feels pretty stable. So I'm excited to use this. We got our par, on to the next. Hole 2 is right there.
We got 286. Now, normally this is a forehand hole, being as we got mainly understable discs on our spin. I'm just gonna try and throw the Buzz SS, just try and turn it and get ourselves up there for a look. And I hit a tree and we're in the jungle. We are in the jungle, folks. This is not a backhand hole. We have managed to find a spot I thought we never would. The basket's just pretty much straight ahead. I'm gonna just try and get a little frisky and throw the outside Essence forehand. See if we can get ourselves up there for a putt. Because we do not want to have to use that punishment disc for 3 holes. No, cut roll. Oh, it's cut rolling. Oh, it hit a tree. Good. That's a good tree. That's a good tree. It is time to see what this alpaca has got. We got to see if this thing just drops out the sky or not. Let's see if we can make our putt for our par and we can get on with it. Nope. A little too much angle. All right. That is a must make right there as well. Dun dun. That's my heart. It goes dun 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 dun. We do not want a double bogey. I think I'm gonna add a challenge right now on the spot. You have to throw the destroyer off the tee for the next 3 holes. Well, we're not making a blemish, so let's not worry about it. But it's conditional. Now, considering it is December in Michigan, I am honestly ecstatic with the way that the weather is. I would have expected there to be 4 inches of snow on the ground right at this moment. But look at this. We got clean tee pads and we got no snow anywhere. I mean, it just doesn't get any better than that. I'm speechless. I don't know what to say. We got hole 3. Now it's 509. Big like reverse S shape. I think I'm just gonna try and do the smart thing, at least what I think is the smart thing, and I'm just gonna throw kind of a force over Buzz SS shot and then throw the Essence on a big hyzer, because I can go up and over if I get into a decent position on the second shot. So let's see what we can do here. Or we're just gonna hit a tree and the jungle. Might be spending a lot of time in the jungle today. You can see our disc is right there. And we have absolutely nothing. So this is gonna be interesting. I have to throw the Essence. Now the question is, how do I throw it? I think I'm just gonna have to throw this Essence on a cut roller and miss those first few trees. This is sketchy, guys. Oh, it was a great tree. Flip over. Oh, it was a great tree. Curl back. Oh my gosh, it is. What a great scramble. I don't know if I'll throw a better scramble today. All right, well, wasn't expecting to get that one out there. We got a C2 look for a birdie. Who would have thought? We have an opportunity to make sparks fly. We are just gonna try and make sure to give this the right amount of angle, and then hopefully we can drill it. Oh boy. My putts are coming out on Annie. It's not what you like to see, but it's what's happening. Our par putt. Now this disc is flying nice. I do like it. It's super deep. I actually do like that, the deepness of the putter. Man, I just cannot get my release angle down. Down the fairway. Let's get up and down for our 3. The basket is right in that general area. And I don't know what to think here. I feel like it's going to be a lot of rollers today because these discs are understable. And if the angle control isn't great on the flip-up shots, might be having to resort to playing on the ground. Let's see if we can get up there for our 3-putt. Stable. Get stable. Oh, it got beat down by that branch. Well, that is okay. Now, I think adding incentives or punishments based on how you're playing in the challenge is a great idea. Sometimes they don't even get used. I either need to start getting some birdies, or if I want to make it interesting, maybe hit a tree or two. I'm not going to do that, or at least I'm not going to try to. All right, well, we did in fact give ourselves a par look. Just not the greatest par look. We got probably about 45 to 50. We're just going to try and get it up there. Don't do anything too dumb. It was a good bid. It was about as aggressive, conservative as I could make it. We gave it a good run. And I gotta give this thing some chains. I gotta get it going. We've got hole 5, 301. Huge dog leg left. And like I said on the last hole, probably gonna be sticking to the ground a lot just because I know how to throw forehand rollers to enough. Now, see if we got to get over this root, and I might be able to give ourselves a putt of some sort. Oh, what a great tree kick. And that right there is in the fairway. You love to see it. Question: do you think when you are out on the course and you hit a tree, you get tree karma? I wonder. Let me know what you think in the comments. If you hit a tree one time, does it help you not hit a tree the next time? Or is this all just in my head? Let me know. We are right here. And to keep it interesting, we're going to whip out the putter. See if we can make one here, huh? Just don't hit a tree. Oh, that was a great bid. I cannot be mad with that effort. All right, there's still a little bit of meat on the bone, but at least we get to practice our straddle putt. That was a nice catch from that basket. All right, we scratched away with the par. Now, as a disc golfer, I have confidence in myself on every shot, but hole 6, this shot, is actually one of the shots that I've been wanting to try this disc on, so I'm excited for this hole. We got 338. Now, as you can see, this whole left side's kind of cluttered with trees, so you want to either throw something that's going to hyzer flip up to flat, finish down towards the basket, or I've seen people take the backhand hyzer route where you go straight through the trees and then finish on the back end. It's a little more poke and hopey. I'm just going to try and throw something on hyzer, see if we can get it there. Just got to make sure to give it the hyzer. And we have found ourselves in the jungle once more. That is okay. That is okay. We are a glass half full kind of person today. All things considered, the weather is actually fantastic. I mean, granted it's a little cold, it's a little chilly. Gotta just wear some layers, make sure you're staying active, moving around during your round, and you'll stay warm. We are now tasked with another interesting shot. We were probably about 150 away, maybe farther, maybe like 180. I'm very tempted to just try and go forehand again. Problem is I don't want to cut rolling. I think we're just gonna go with the YOLO play and throw the flip up forehand. Just gotta miss the trees. Cut roll now. That's a putt. That is 100% a putt. Seems to me like we can throw this Essence better on a forehand than a backhand. Let's see if we can throw this Alpaca good though. We gotta try and get this bad boy into the bucket. Yep. That's what we like to see. A little par save for the kid. We have the ultimate bomber hole on this course. We got hole 7, 435. Now, as you can see, we cannot see the basket. There is a hill there. So all I'm gonna be trying to do is get out into the fairway. I'm playing for a 3. If I got a 4 here, I'd be happy. I would be happy with a 4. Hole 7, 435. Huge hill right in front of me. I'm just gonna try and play for a 3 here. Just gotta make sure to get my release angle right because it hasn't been feeling correct. That felt way better, release angle wise. And now we're on that right side. I'll be able to choose what I want to do from there. We'll take that. We've given ourselves a very good look considering the difficulty of this hole. We're just going to try and go this wide route. Just try and put something up there. Or do I try and push it up the middle? I don't know. That's kind of a big ask. We'll tell you what, that Alpaca feels pretty darn good. I'm liking it a lot. I'm really liking the feel of that Alpaca. It reminds me of a Luna, which I want to say there might be a beat on the Alpaca, but it feels fantastic. I'm enjoying it so far. That was probably my favorite wheel spin so far. Let's keep it rolling. It's our 3, 4 R3. Very nice. If you told me I was going to be getting a 3 on the hardest hole on the course, I might have laughed. We love to see it. All right. Well, that was a great feeling par. I feel like I got away with one there. We are currently 2 over, and I have hole 8, which is 342. Now, you can't see the basket, but this whole right side where it's open, that row of trees on the right side, that's the right side of the fairway. So you want to be anywhere left of that. We're going to just try and give this thing a bunch of hyzer. Try and get up there for hopefully a 2-putt. Well, not the greatest shot, but I did some course maintenance, so that was my good deed of the day. I am in the fairway. We are going to go Alpaca, try and get ourselves into C1. That way we can putt. Let's get up and down for our 3. Sit. That looks like C2, which makes things interesting here now. Now there is a little bit of risk of choosing the wrong disc and being outside C1. So in that situation, tried to throw the Alpaca. It's looking like I'm gonna be outside C1, so we get to putt with the Buzz SS. Now this is where it gets interesting. Let's see what we can do with it. Let's see if we can make a putt. We actually managed, now I'm gonna take this disc with me just in case, but I think we are inside C1, which means we have given ourselves an opportunity to make a par. I think we are in C1. So now, ton of thorns, nice easy straddle putt. Not easy, just go nice and easy. Don't hurt yourself. It's a good bit, can't be mad. Oh, wow. I did not just see that. I thought we were close, and look at this. Look at the rollway. That's crazy. It's actually hilarious. Now we got real work to do. I gotta make this, or I get to throw the destroyer off the tee the next 3 holes. It's a huge putt. Huge putt. Once again, these chains are catching the alpaca pretty darn nicely. You like to see it. Bad rollaway, nice basket catch. Hole number 9. 300 feet on the dot, 3 bills. Now we got a left to right moving shot. I'm gonna be throwing the Buzz SS. Now this is actually the disc that I throw on this hole, so let's see if we can do what we normally do. Just gotta throw it nice and easy, let it do its job, and hopefully we'll get up and down for a 2. It's gotta just simmer. It's not I turned it over a little too much, but we have a putt for a 2, which is awesome. We managed to give ourselves a look. Now, I would say I'm either just on the edge of C1 or just outside of it. But for this specific shot, I think I'll just standstill putt and see if we can get our 2. Let's see what the alpaca's got. Alpaca. Beautiful. This thing's starting to feel better in my hand. I feel like I'm able to control it pretty well. Plus it's catching. It's really deep. And it looks to me like there is a bead. That disc feels great. We got a birdie on the board. We have no stress regarding 2 bogeys in a row. Gotta just make sure if we are gonna do damage, take a bogey at best. We got hole 10, 334. It's slightly pushing to the left. Now you wanna try and stay on this right side of that window where the fairway is. Want to push as far as possible and then get a skip. Just gonna chuck the essence out there and hope I can get it up there. So let's see what we can do here. Just gotta give it a bunch of hyzer and miss those branches. Oh boy, slipped out. And it doesn't matter because we hit the fairway. I don't know what it is about this hole, but I do really love the design of this fairway. I really think it's super cool. Basket's right up on that hill right there. So you can either choose to go higher or go lower, and there's still those branches over there and that big tree down the fairway. So you gotta miss a good amount of stuff to get a actual look for a 2. All right, just because I want to try and make sure to use all the discs, which I feel like we've gotten good use out of all of them so far. I'm gonna try and ring this up. It is a challenge after all. It's as good as we'll take. This putt's only a mandatory run. Like, it's only mandatory. We gotta run it, right? It's only mandatory. It's only mandatory. We gotta make it. It's mandatory. Seems like we're just getting a little love from the woods. You gotta take it when they give it to you. On to the next hole. All right. We are sitting at a cool 2 over. I am very happy with that score. I didn't really say the goal, but we want to try and stay as close to even, if under par, because this is a very hard course. Very rarely do you see me actually go, well, not very rarely. I do go under par, but this course is extremely difficult for what it's worth. We got 505. We got hole 11, 505, par 4. Now you just want to try and get out this initial gap right here. Now this hole is way farther than it looks because you're throwing way off a hill and then up into a hill. So you really want to try and get up onto that hill. That's the goal. And then have your second shot, which whether it be you're throwing a forehand on the second shot or you're throwing like just a straight or a turnover shot, so be it. That's just what we're working with. But I have to prioritize just getting out of the fairway. Do not hit a tree. Oh boy. Oh, yes. Yes, please. I will take that every time. Okay, you tell me, who would have ever thought, if I told you this was Michigan, December 17th, would you have believed me? Look at that. Leaves everywhere, not a single piece of snow on the ground, at least on the course from what I've seen so far. And it has just been great conditions. There's not as much wind over here, so it's definitely warm. You'd love to see it. All right, on to the next shot. All right, so that takes us to our next shot, which right now, I think is just gonna be a full Buzz SS rip. Now we just gotta make sure to get it up that hill and then let the disc do the work from there. It's a right, but that's okay. Just getting over the hill was our priority because we are just playing for par on most of these holes. Granted, we always want birdies. Can't always get them. Now, what I just said, you can't always get birdies. It's actually a great concept that I've started to use. Anytime you don't get a birdie, just get the next best score. Make sure to secure your par. That way you can go to the next hole feeling confident, able to attack, and get a birdie there. You can always go for the birdies. You just don't always get them. So you just gotta be okay with that and move on to the next hole. Well, we were actually able to manufacture a look here. Now, it's not the greatest look, but a birdie putt is a birdie putt. Now, let's see what we can do here. Gotta make sure to just give it the juice because it's uphill. All right, here we go. It's short, but tap in stress-free par. You love to see it. We have got hole 12, 419.9 feet. As you can see, it's out there. It's just way out there. And throwing this disc, it's kind of scary on this hole. I think I'm just gonna try and play to the middle and see if we can get up for a 3. Just gotta make sure to give it enough angle and release at a lower angle. Look how flippy that thing is. Cut roll to the middle. That is a placement shot if I've ever seen it. All right, the name of the game has just been staying in the middle when we can and trying to give ourselves the best chance to get a 2. Let's see if we can throw this in. Oh, it's a good bid, good bid. I cannot be mad with the bid. We did go a little long, but you gotta try and give it a bid for the 2. Here we go, we're gonna just drill this for our 3 and we can move on. Man, these baskets are loving the alpaca today. That's nice, that's nice. It's good to keep in mind. Thank you. On to the next. Now we have hole 13, 345. It's gonna be a slight dog leg right. As you can see where the tee pad is, up the short tee pad that is, it's actually angled almost at like a 45 to 35 degree angle to the right. That's around where the basket's at. I'm gonna be going essence, throw it nice and flat, push it flat. Hopefully it flips up and we'll give ourselves a look for a 2. Just gotta make sure to miss these few trees up front. Man, that disc is flippy. But, whoa. It actually hit the ground and skipped up in the air and then hit a tree. That was crazy. I don't think you guys got to see that. Right in this area, right around here, I actually was on a crazy cut roll angle and I hit air and I hit that big tree. And now we are way over here somewhere. Now this is actually a much better look than I was expecting. I thought we were gonna be way off in the jungle, but now I get to try and make a C2 putt with the alpaca. Yes. Is the alpaca the new meta? We'll find out. This thing's going in the bag. We have hole 14, 360. Now, this hole is definitely going to be interesting. I'm going to be just throwing a Buzz SS. That Essence is extremely flippy for what it's worth, and I think I don't want to throw it here. That was a great birdie on the last hole. Sometimes you just got to make a putt. I think the alpaca might be getting a spot in the bag for a little bit. All right, so it's pushing to the right, so I'm just going to try and throw something flat with a little bit of flip up, and hopefully it turns over. Now, it turned over. It was the right idea. Just released a little late. I don't know about you, but I'm having a blast doing this. I plan to do this at every course that I normally play at, and when I'm out and about playing new courses. It would be a great way to just kind of have fun at the course, maybe after a practice round or even before a practice round, just to kind of see what's going on. Let me know if you guys like this format. I will definitely be doing more of it, and I got some other stuff in the lab. Basket is right there, and we are just gonna go nice little flick with the Essence. Yep, and it's about as close as possible without it going in. Beautiful. That was a nice little three. We got hole 15, 305. Now this is a huge dogleg left. You want to get around that whole row of trees. The fairway curves in pretty much a kind of a post route. If you guys know football, it's like straight and then 45-degree angle. I'm gonna just try and throw the Essence on a forehand, just try and throw it flat, give it some height, and hopefully it flips over and fights back. Let's see what we can do. Just gotta make sure that it flips. And it turned into a roller. And it's up there. Hopefully it hit a tree and we have a putt. That'd be sweet. Now, after being tasked with throwing that Essence a few times, I remember why it got put into the bag. It is way too flippy for my own liking. I'd much rather prefer like a cicada or something. Granted, obviously it has one less turn, but if I'm gonna go more understable, I would actually prefer to have a little more stability on the back end, just so I can get that fade. And I know if I'm giving it the full flight, I will have at least some sort of fade back to whatever direction I'm trying to aim. But still very fun disc, nevertheless. Now, we somehow managed to actually go long on the forehand roller, which I never thought that was possible until today. Hey, you learn something new every day. And we have a putt. Boy, would this be a great putt to make. I want to say we are outside C1. So we're gonna do our little mini jumper. See if we can make it. That was a great bid. You could sit down for me though. Thank you very much. Get this little, yep. Nice little three on that hole. Not one I was expecting, but one that I got. Regardless of the results so far, I want to say that this is a very valiant effort so far. We are currently 1 over through 15 holes, which, granted, I have 2 understable discs and a putter I've never thrown in like any sort of high pressure situation. We're doing pretty good. So we got hole 16, it's 343. It's right in front of you. There's a lot of stuff you can hit on the way down there, so you just got to make sure that you're hitting the right angle and giving it enough. So let's get that Buzz SS down there, huh? Just got to make sure to give it enough and don't hit anything. I turned it. It's got to come back somehow. Might have a skip forehand of some sort. We'll see. Well, based on what you can see at this moment in time, we have given ourselves a non-optimal look. We have pretty much next to nothing here. Now, I could get really risky and try something, and I think I'm going to do it because you only live once. Now, I better hope that I hit something. That's the plan here. We have an interesting shot here. I'm going to try and go up and over the top with the Buzz. See if we can just teardrop it in there. That'd be sick, right? Oh, that was a great bid. I am extremely happy with that bid. Now, we didn't necessarily hit metal there, but that was actually so close. I was just left of it. We're just gonna get up and down for our par, or our bogey, correction. Man, this alpaca feels great. I'm excited to actually use this in a tournament. See how it flies. Well, if you made it this far, thank you for sticking around and watching. I've had a ton of fun. I hope you've enjoyed this as much as I have. And we are on the home stretch. We got 17 and 18, both par 4s. Now, hole 17, we got 558. Huge dogleg right. So the basket is probably over there somewhere, like in line almost with the T sign. So what you got to do is either throw forehand or go big backhand, try and get it to turn as much as possible. There is an alleyway or two of trees that you want to try to maneuver around once you get up to the next, like the landing zone for the second shot. We just got an essence, so I'm just going to try and throw it nice, and I'm going to give it as much hyzer as possible and see if it'll flatten out and end up in the fairway. Let's see what we can do here. Just got to make sure to give it, I'm going to try and actually bomb this. And it turned into a sky roller. I heard it hit something, but we might have got lucky. Disc is right around there on the ground. Might not be able to see it, but the basket is right in that area. Now, we are tasked with trying and getting up and down. Now, I might take the crazy route here. This might just be a crazy person route, but I think I'm going to go forehand on this right side gap, and hopefully it curls around. Here we go. If you guys can't see this, I apologize. I might have done it. Well, after that, we've managed to give ourselves a look. Granted, I am currently standing in about 195 thorns. But if we can get up and down, this would be a great 2 or great 3. Let me rephrase. We will take our 4 gladly and move on to the next hole. I would assume you guys would probably take the 4 too, unless you know you can get the 3. Just make sure. Winter disc golf, don't forget your towel. You'll make a mistake. We got hole 18, 634. It's a par 4. We're gonna have a good bit of fairway that you want to get down first, and then there's actually 2 tunnels that you got to pick from. And then the basket's up on a huge hill. And the main idea on this shot is to just get as far down the fairway while staying out of trees. Now, what I'm thinking of doing might not be good for staying out of the trees, but I also might be able to get way down there. I think we're gonna do the smart play. Buzz SS, just try and punch it down there as far as possible. And hopefully we can give ourselves a look for our second shot on this hole. Just gonna throw it nice and easy. Oh boy, it's yanked. We got a good tree kick though. That's a fairway. So we were able to get to a decent spot. I wouldn't be necessarily okay with this off the tee in a regular round, but at the same time, I would still feel comfortable trying to get up and down. We're gonna go Essence. I'm gonna just try and hit this gap on a forehand roller line, and hopefully we can skip up that hill, give ourselves a birdie putt. That would be sweet to end the round, right? Get lucky. Oh, it did. Go. Oh man, it hit a little bump, and that just kills all the momentum of the disc. Well, now we get any option. Hey, we're gonna have one of those eventually. Let's get it on the way out. Get it out on the way out. The thing is I'm still gonna get up and down for the bogey.